It's a tremendous honor to come in after serving 7 years as EC member to be the CEO of this great company that I learned to love over the years. My feeling at this moment is one of a strong sense of responsibility to make sure that during this phase of our development with Shape for Growth underway soon, we have to all focus and ensure that as a team, Dormakaba should work for one purpose, should work for one goal, to work for one team. Many of our stakeholders are watching how we behave, how we react to these recent changes with great interest, and that is for obvious reason. And that drives me with a strong sense of responsibility and commitment to make sure that me and my team will work together to ensure that we continue focused, eyes on the ball, and ensuring that we work as a team with one voice. Let's talk about weeks first. I think the weeks ahead is going to be a defining moment where Shape for Growth has come into a mature stage whereby we are ready to kickstart a new operating model, and many of you will have a new role to play as well as a new mission in your career to drive forward. So weeks ahead, we want to make sure that these day one of Dormakaba under Shape for Growth will be executed with discipline and without exception. And to me, this is of absolute importance. Going forward, what lies ahead for myself and my team will continue to ensure that many different pillars and different triggers within Shape for Growth will be executed. Along the way, we have to ensure that we continue to work as a team. We have to ensure that all the expectations that our stakeholders have on us will be delivered over time. We have come to a very advanced stage of Shape for Growth. Going forward is executions, execution, execution. Take as an example, what we will now be implementing is putting right people into the right role to ensure that the new organizations under Shape for Growth will be executed in exactly what it was intended to be. Another example that I can cite you is the review of major geographies, major countries within our global Dormakaba setup. Each of these countries had strategies such as leadership in the core that we would like to execute, and these are just two of the examples that I can share right now. Over the years, Asia Pacific has worked as an efficient team. These did not come by chance. We painstakingly built around Asia Pacific acceptable behaviors across different culture, different geographies, and different functions. And that behaviors underscore the importance of how we were able to build a winning teams that others talk about. We are the market in this, and the major takeaway I have is what we can achieve in Asia Pacific, we can achieve even more as a global company. With tremendous potential, we can far exceed what we are at right now. And I'm pretty sure that with the formulas that I had, with the track records that have been built up together with my core team, we will be able to reach new heights. Many of the people who worked with me over the years, even before I joined Dormakaba in 2014, knew that I'm a fair person to work with. I make decisions based on facts, and I listen actively. And from my interaction with many of our colleagues within Dormakaba, I've been able to bring out the best in them. And that to me is absolutely crucial to ensure that as a team, we are not just pieces, but we are some of the pieces that will contribute to the big picture. So that's me. I call a spade a spade. I decide together with my team based on facts. I would like to put my team together with me in a focus on a stage whereby we share the responsibility, we also share the success that we have been together. In my 35 years of corporate life spreading across multicultural, multi-geographical areas, I have served in these industries for 2/3 of the 35 years, which is quite a significant part. I have tremendous insight to know what makes a company like us to be successful. And I can share that experience with many of you over time. What is also important part of my career was that I was able to briefly move out of our industry into a upstream company that were the market leader in labeling technologies. So these, equipped with my long years of industry experience in our access control business, will put me in a good state. And I believe, combined with all the wisdoms and all the experience that my colleague has, we're in a good position to execute Shape for Growth and to bring this company to a new level. Many friends describe me as a person who values fairness. They see me as someone who really go after hard work, as well as someone who has shared the lighter side of lives. And deep inside me, I'm a family man. I value a lot my family members, and they share with me a lot as well. We are an open and transparent family atmosphere. So in a nutshell, I'm someone who works hard. I'm someone who enjoys lives in the lighter sense, as well as someone who value friendships and stay in touch, and family means a lot to me. And from my colleagues, they would describe me as someone who is driven by facts, who make decisions in a pragmatic way, as well as a fair person who is willing to listen, as well as from time to time care about the people who works together with me, as well as for the same organization that we served. Trust. There is nothing that we can not achieve if we have trust among ourselves, within the teams, within Dormakaba. I would like to emphasize the importance that trust does take time to earn, and it's absolutely important for all of us to have that mindset, to start with a trust gesture and posture so that we can all thrive in that environment. And it's the values that I will often emphasize, and I cannot emphasize enough. Just like you, 2021 was an extraordinary year. The pandemic had not disappeared. The pandemic has continued to create challenges for all of us across Dormakaba. That pandemic had also created supply chain challenges, and the same pandemic had also led on to a lot of personal challenges that we all encounter at work as well as at home. What I'm pleased to say that with the pandemic, many of our colleagues has lived up to the occasion and to be able to rise above that challenges and create new opportunity for all of us. And there are many around us we can be proud of. Many of us worked tirelessly during this period of time in order to serve the customers, in order to bring the team something to cheer about. It was a year that we wish pandemic had not happened. It did happen. We turned crises and challenges into opportunity. Every Dormakaba colleague can be extremely proud of what we have achieved in 2021. With the leadership changes, I have seen emotions, I've seen people with questions, colleagues with curiosities. However, this didn't take too long for all of us to settle in, focus on the future of this company, and continue to drive forward as one single Dormakaba force. And this hardened me and my core team. We can look back in 2021 with a lot of pride. More importantly, we can look ahead in 2022 with our head held high. Our best is yet to be.